Hey YouTube, it's time for me to do this video. Yeah, I've been meaning to do this video because there's been some stuff going around lately about this gun control and all this other fun bullshit. Okay, now I watched a YouTube video or some trailer recently about school shootings. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. If someone was the parent to that kid and was actually being a parent, it would have never have happened. You can't blame the guns. You can't blame the schools. You can't blame anyone but the parents. Kids getting bullied. Kids are going to get bullied. They always will get bullied no matter what. Bullying's been going on forever. As long as... One second, guys. Oh, shit. As long as mankind's been around, there's been bullying. It happens on social media. It happens everywhere. Just teach your kids to stick up for themselves. There's nothing wrong with sticking up for who you are and who you want to be. I remember when I was a kid, people used to, when I ever got picked on as a kid, I'd beat the shit out of a person. Trust me, they never did it again. They didn't get the reaction that they wanted. Okay? But no, they put the blame on the guns. They put the blame on, I heard recently they were putting blame on white people. It's everything. Okay, they find something to blame. Someone to blame. They just want to point fingers and not to blame for their own actions. Yeah, the tragedy was terrible. And it's terrible that it happened. But we've had rights to our guns for generations. Since forever. Since America's been America. We've had our gun rights. Now, you're going to rip that away from us just because parents don't want to be parents? Some parents don't want to take care of their kids, do what they need to do to be there for their child. They depend on social media, the schools, the television, to babysit their kids. Not willing to do it themselves. Be a parent. You know, I'm sorry, in my opinion, family always comes first. Your kids should always be priority number one, above anything else. And yeah, you need to have a career and have an income to pay for those kids. Don't get me wrong. But your kids always need to be there first. If you're putting other things before your children are going to start to resent you. They're going to start rebelling against you. They're going to start... They'll find something. Okay. It's how it's always been. Okay. The fact that you'd rather blame guns than bad parents, that's an issue. The fact that the social media focuses on the shooter, not the families, not the kids, just about what happened to the shooter, what's going on with the shooter, where the shooter is, the families and what the families are. Sorry, Minnesota, we got wind. I live in a state where it's a right to flee state. Minnesota has a law in place I think is bullshit. It's called right to flee. before we come up to you, try to start a fight, try to throw a fist at you, pull a gun, you know what you're supposed to do? Turn the cheek and walk away. I'm sorry, if someone pulls a fucking gun on me, what I'm saying is you should always have the right to defend yourself. The right to defend your home, to defend everything you own. Do you think we gotta keep this country by just sitting down and... No. We defended it. We fought for it. And you want to piss on our forefathers that fought for it to be, you know, our own nation against Europeans. Don't get me wrong, guys, you guys are awesome. But you want to piss on our forefathers by banning guns. It's in our Constitution. Okay, I've heard the liberals say they want to rewrite the Constitution. That's un-American. It's un-American. You don't just rewrite something that was written 200 years ago. It's part of what makes America great. We're the land of opportunities, the land of freedom. And you're going to take our rights away? No. You're just taking the rights away from the people that you want to take the rights away from. And it's the right, blue-collared, hardworking. Lately, there's been a lot of racism towards white people. It doesn't seem like you tend to care. They tend to care about the people that work their asses off to get somewhere and can't get anywhere because you think you could give a rat's ass? I don't live in Minnesota. It's 30% tax. I pay 30% tax. Single man, single guy. You want to make it in this state? Fuck you. That's what Minnesota says to you. Fuck you. And yet everyone supports these liberals, but do you really think the liberals care about the average person? They care about what goes in their pockets. The money that goes into them. Not trying... You look at states that don't have federal tax or, income tax. They're more wealth. People are making it better. The states have more money. The states are doing better. The people in the states are doing better. People have more respect. And yeah, a lot of those same states have pretty much everything for gun rights. You can buy any gun under the moon. But you know what's funny? Those states don't have very many gun shootings either. Because guess what? You can discipline your kid without getting arrested. That's the other thing. Okay, if the lawmakers make these rules and they don't even notice the consequences. They're not seeing what it's impacting, what's happening. You don't discipline your kids. Guess what? They think they get in the real world, everything's going to be handed to them. And they're going to get in the real world and find out that it isn't. You got to work for everything you got. And life is not easy. Life's never been easy. Okay? People have wondered why I'm a Republican. Well, it's kind of hard not to be. I know at times, Republicans don't always have knows what's right. No one knows what's right. Both sides fight over stupid shit, not to agree that this is easy to happen. Yes, take a notice to your child. If your child is being bullied, tell them to step up for themselves, stand up for them, show them how to fight for themselves. The world is cruel. It's not pretty. Never has been and never will be. Okay? It's like Here in Minnesota, there was a stabbing down in Minneapolis. Okay. In the mall. Guy ran around, it was a couple, I don't know how many years ago now. But the guy ran around stabbing everyone. Okay. Do you know who got in trouble? Who got blamed for the whole situation? The guy with the gun that shot the guy stabbing everyone. Do you think that's right? You know, and nothing was pointed at the guy stabbing everyone. No one gives a rat's ass about our rights. It's all about what goes into their pockets. All about what makes them money. I have respect for people who started out from nothing and have made it something of their lives. I have a lot of respect for them. Because I didn't get there over nothing. And I didn't get it by just sitting around. I know I'm probably going to take a lot of backlash for this video. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. It may go viral, but still take a big backlash. But like I said, I'm sick and tired of seeing this shit. Okay, I saw these videos. These Sandy Hook promises. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, we need to do what we can to try to better. But you got to think, if the parent of that kid would have been a parent, would the situation even happen? Honestly, it wouldn't. Because a kid would have known they had someone at home. It isn't just part of defending themselves, knowing that they have someone that cares about them, that will do there and try to stick up for the kid. Or teach the kid how to stick up for themselves. Because guess what? You're not going to be there forever. I'm sorry, you can't do everything for your kid. Eventually, your kid is going to have to sit and fight for himself. My uncle. Okay, I love my uncle to death sometimes. You know, I have my issues, and we haven't been on very good talking terms because he still owes me an apology for a couple things, which I'm not going into because he'll probably end up seeing this. But he instills no violence in the family, thinking that that's going to stop a school shooter. No, it's not. Okay, being a parent and sticking up and doing what you need to do. Boys are going to be boys. It's been the same thing since the beginning of time. Okay, since humans have existed, violence has existed. You know, I don't know. I think this country, in some ways, is going in the wrong direction. There's a lot of people inside it. It's not America anymore. You know, it's not about the Americans. It's about everyone other than the Americans. The ones that build this country, that work their asses off to make so you have food on your table. You know, also, yeah, that 30% taxes, guess what? It goes to food stamps. You know, if you work 30 hours, you don't get food stamps, and you're barely scraping by, and you can't afford your own food. But you can't get food stamps and you're paying for other people to eat. Putting other people before yourself without even having a choice. Granted, I have no problem donating money. I have no problem giving money to charities and shit like that. Okay, I have actually been known to give money where I felt money is needed. Yes, women and children who have issues, people are disabled, yes, they deserve something to help them get through life. But a working class man, a guy who's capable of getting up off his ass and getting a job, should be doing that. Just being honest. If you're able, you can walk, you can lift, if you're not disabled, there shouldn't be a reason in this world why you shouldn't have a job. Or at least try to better your life. Turn your life into something. You know, there's vets. Vets don't get shit in this country. People say vets get the best benefits. They don't. They actually get one of the worst benefits. That's why the homeless rate, the percent of the homeless people, do you know how much? I think it's most of that percentage of homeless people, like a big percentage, most of them, are veterans. Is that right? Does that sound right? Does that sound like something that should be going on? They fought for this country, and nothing says thank you, but like, oh, you can live on the street and we're not going to give you anything in return. And they come home to a country with people who are disrespectful and treat them like shit. That's what I say to the vets. Thank you. Thank you for defending us. Thanks for fighting for us. Without you, we wouldn't have this great country. Without you, we wouldn't be who we are today. Yeah. It's just, I'm sick of it. I don't understand why people aren't doing more about it. And no one cares.